Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. When I thought I'd create videos, I never thought it would be about exercise and stretching. So, hey, life. Anyways, today I will be demonstrating two stretches, one upper body and one lower body. And I'll be starting with the upper body first. The upper body stretch I decided to choose was a tricep stretch. And there's two variations. It all depends on what you like and how flexible you are. Because my dad, for instance, he can't do what I can do, if that makes any sense. So let's get it going. So for this exercise, you're gonna take your right arm and you're gonna make sure your lower, or I guess upper arm from elbow up to your shoulder is straight, and kind of get it like right next to your ear. And what you want to do is stretch back and try to get it to the center of your back, or you can aim for your shoulder. If you have your right arm, your left shoulder blade, left arm, right shoulder blade. But really just aim for the center of the back. And what you want to do is hold it, and then you take this case out of my right arm. I'm gonna take my left arm, I'm gonna put it directly on top of my elbow, and then I'm gonna pull to the left. Now say if I did my left arm, I pull to the right. Now what this does, it stretches right here on the triceps. Now the other variation, first, I've never really done any upper body stretching besides going to the gym. I played soccer my whole life, so I'm very knowledgeable on lower body, and I can tell you so many different exercises, each part, So upper body was kind of new to me because really only baseball players stretch their upper body, baseball, softball players. But anyways, the other variation of this exercise is you take a t-shirt, kind of wrap it like this, kind of like a towel when you're about to whip it. A towel works too as well. And what you want to do, I'll turn around to show you. You're going to do the same exact thing, same exact form, straight. I'll turn around and show you. And then you take your left arm, and instead of it being up here and you're grabbing your elbow and pulling, what you're going to do now is put it all the way to like your lower back, basically like your butt. And you're just gonna pull. I'll turn around and show you. You're just gonna pull. Now this one actually stretches both of your triceps. When you're doing this pulling action, like this, you're fully extending in this case, my left arm. You're fully extending your left arm, and you pull, and you flex that tricep. It's basically acting like the machine in the gym when you do your pulls. You know, when you got like the pulling machine, like the ones with all the different types of handles and switch, all that. It's basically you're doing this. You're basically just doing this with weight. But instead you're using your own body weight. So it's a great exercise to do at home. And it basically does the same thing. It just, you don't really get to do them both at the same time as you like with a machine. Now, moving on to my favorite lower body stretches. As a soccer player who loves stretching, it just feels amazing. At least for me, I love stretching. It makes me feel so much better pre-game and after the game. So it's a warm-up and a cool-down. But for my cool-downs, I usually like to do some like swinging motion with my legs. So like say for instance, like high school soccer or football, I put my hand on the field goal's lower post, and I literally just swing. Like it's really hard to do it when you ain't got nothing keeping you, but you just swing. Or even just like, I call this the jackass, like a donkey, like a horse, just kicking back. And then you got your leg kicks. So I like to kind of like get that blood flowing and kind of just like shake it all out. But for my lower body exercise, I'm gonna be choosing a hip flexor exercise. So the upper body was a tricep, and this will be a hip flexor exercise. There's 2 variations depending again on your flexibility. And I would also say how tender your hip flexors are, because they're very sensitive. So one's a lot more, I guess, less straining than the other one. So I'll be doing the more straining one. If this is for flexible, really for like athletes that are really flexible, or if you're just really flexible. But you gotta be quite flexible for this one. I call it the frog or the Buddha. And basically what you wanna do, see if you can see my feet, but you put your feet at like a 45-degree angle, both your feet, so they're not facing forward, they're facing at like a 45-degree angle. What you're gonna do, get wide stance, kind of feel your balance, and it's just like a squat, but you're gonna hold it, watch. So you get in the squat, and then you put your elbows inside, and then prayer hands, and then you push your elbows against your legs. So you're going outward with your elbows. So you push outward, and it gets your hip flexors really well. Or you can put them on the ground like this, and call it the gorilla, and do the same thing, but this one, you're kind of like moving your shoulders outward instead of your elbows. It's your elbows too, but you're really kind of putting your whole entire arm into this. That's why I like the prayer hands, because it's kind of just makes it easier, and it's just your elbows that you're pushing out. So that's the more flexible one. For me, I was a kicker and everything, so you had to have really, really flexible hip flexors and groin and everything. You had to be really flexible. But if you're not that flexible, I'm gonna show you the other variation. So what you wanna do, get on the ground, and you do basically the same kind of angle your legs were when you were standing up, squatting down. So what you wanna do is, get right here, you got your legs straight, and then you basically just bring them in, kind of like a crisscross applesauce without the cross. And you just hold your legs, and this is called the butterfly, and you literally just flap your wings. You just flap your wings, and you can hold it for increments. So I'd say for this, you don't want to cause too much strain on your hip flexors, because like I said, it is very sensitive. So I'd say hold it for about 10 to 15 second increments. So I feel like 10 to 15 seconds is good enough. Move on to another exercise with your legs, say like hamstrings, quads, anything like that. And I didn't mention, but with the tricep exercises, I'd say it's best to do like 5 to 10 second increments and then switch arms. So for instance, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, and then switch arms. And that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.